I think because part of what you have to look at is the alternative with which people are presented. The alternative is some notion of a sort of broadly speaking liberal democracy, where you have a parliament, you have a rule of law, you have representation, you have a notion of the fact that people will have different preferences and beliefs, and that is reasonable and appropriate, and they will disagree, and that is fine. That is part of the process. And people look to populists who say, you know what, it is confusing. And not only is it confusing, it's wrong. You can't run a country with all this complication. You need, like an army needs a general to tell the troops what to do, a country needs a leader who can tell the people what to do. And you know what, and when it comes to differences, those people who have different values than you do, well, they're just wrong. They're wrong and they're evil. And so they don't deserve rights. They don't deserve to be heard. They just need to be marginalized or repressed. So the populist comes in and says, you know what, what seems so confusing and inefficient to you, it is confusing, it is inefficient, and it's unnecessary. And let me tell you how we really need to do things in a very simple, straightforward way. And people understand it, and therefore they can embrace it. And in addition to this understanding issue, that populist also gives a certain legitimacy to the anxiety people feel about the uncertainty in their lives and the fear that they have. And he says, you have a right to be anxious, you have a right to be afraid, and you know what, you have a right to be angry about all that, because it doesn't have to be that way. And I'm going to provide something different. And that's an extremely attractive message, which people are very ready to hear and accept.